What is up, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. Excuse me. What is going on? Philly, Owen, Jay. What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a great day today. What an eventful day that we've had today. Oh, geez. What an eventful day we've had. But we're going to pull through. I'm going to pop open this twisted tea right here that I have. Was waiting for the stream. Yo, cheers to everybody. Let's get it. What's going on? It's Jay, Gina in the house. You like the snapback? This is this snapback has the American flag on it. You see that? For 4th of July. This is a local Florida brand that we rock down here. Flip said, "What's going on?" Flip said, "Bro, IPAs here, nice." I do like my craft IPAs, dude. I really do. Fix my hat. Well, I think I gave everybody enough time. Red Rum, what's going on? So welcome, guys. Let's jump right into this. We got a big show ahead of us. Let's jump straight into the charts. Flip, what the $10 super chat. Appreciate that, bro. I really do appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much, man. And you know, any questions you got, brother, let me know. All right, so let's jump right into the charts real quick. I know you guys have a lot of questions. We'll get all into it. So first things first, Solana. Solana is absolutely ripping right now, guys. Right now, she's sitting at around 154. Definitely on her way up. Why is Solana pumping when Bitcoin technically is down right now about 1.5%? Well, we've been covering it for the last week or two. And really since Ethereum's ETF got announced and it got accepted, the next thing was what's the next crypto that's going to be accepted, right, for ETF? And a lot of people were talking about Solana. Some people were throwing out XRP, right? But we kind of knew that XRP just wasn't gonna be its time. And you can see, obviously, Solana has been getting a lot of chatter out there in regards to that ETF. There's already two big funds that actually run Bitcoin ETFs that have actually filed for a ETF for Solana. So it's not just talk, it's in place. They're really trying to run with it, and I think it's going to happen, guys, but I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I do think this is going to be probably something that's going to be pushed down the road a little bit, maybe in the next few months, maybe towards the end of the year, beginning of next year. Obviously, we want to see it as soon as possible, given with No FUD Koala, our native token that we have on the channel. We are obviously on the Solana network, so anybody that's invested in Solana, right, whether it be through DeFi, through actual Solana's native token, whatever the case is, you want to see this ETF go through and as soon as possible, right? It's going to be nothing but a big thing for Solana. And I honestly think, I'm telling you guys, I honestly think that Solana's ETF is going to probably be, in the long run, bigger than Ethereum's ETF. I really do, just because Ethereum, much respect for Ethereum, right? I think Ethereum is awesome. It paved the way for any ecosystem that's out trying to do what Ethereum started, right? Layer 1, beautiful project. Obviously, you have to have respect for Ethereum, but Solana has come through in this last year and a half, and has really made a name for itself, really taken over the DeFi sector. Not, there's obviously a lot of ecosystems that are doing just as well, but Solana has really been the staple for ecosystems for DeFi, right? So with that being said, Solana has been just on fire. On fire. I think if an ETF can get dropped soon, within the next few months, this could be the catalyst to where I don't think it's going to overtake Ethereum overnight or anytime soon, but it's really going to be sticking it to Ethereum and really just basically them going neck to neck, I think, in the next few years, as both of them will have ETFs and nothing's going to be holding Solana back from there, right? So with that being said, like I said, guys, Solana right now is looking absolutely beautiful. One of the projects right now that are actually running the market today, we're going to check out, the bubbles and everything else. But if you really look at a lot of the things that are going on for crypto today, it's been kind of just a, not a bad day, but just a kind of a, hang tight, nothing too much going on, right? Bitcoin, like I said, sitting at around 61,900, kind of just sitting there, not really doing much. Obviously had a big, not a big, but a nice little move towards the downside. We were up. Bitcoin was at around 63,800, looking like it really wanted to break that 64,000. But like I was saying last night, we had formed this double top M pattern, and I was expecting a move towards the downside for Bitcoin. And honestly, I was expecting Solana to come down with it because I was trying to buy more Solana, and Solana's been actually, hasn't been like massively ripping, but it's been, obviously you can see that something's going on with Solana in particular. And I bet you if Bitcoin was running right now, Solana probably would be at like a 175, if not higher. So definitely looking good for Solana. Bitcoin honestly doesn't look terrible, but it's really, if you really zoom out for Bitcoin, right? This is the last few weeks. We broke out of the trend line, but you guys can see we have come back down to almost to this spot for some support at the 61.6 right here. We're a little bit above it for right now. I wouldn't be surprised in the next few days that we probably come back down. Remember, we have Friday, the unemployment numbers coming out. I don't think that this is going to be like a massive thing or anything like that, but at the same time, a lot of people are watching it because if we can at least meet forecasts or if we can beat it. Beating it means it would have to be anything over 4%, right? Forecast is at 4. If we come 4.1 or anything higher, I think the markets are going to actually do really well, given that Jerome Powell is looking for a little bit higher unemployment rate, unfortunately, for him to get that confirmation, along with other things as far as easing interest rates coming up here, I'm thinking in September. We're going to check out what the markets are saying as far as the Feds and their reduction in interest rates that we have been waiting for the last, 7 months now. So welcome, guys. Let's see here. What's going on? He said, I'm Ricky's son. Nice, bro. It's an honor to meet you, bro. It's an honor to meet you. You guys are officially whales around here, bro. And we'll pull up NFK right now while we have the whales ahead of us. So NFK, this is obviously our project. We have seen, we've obviously seen some massive runs, right? We've seen some massive runs. Our volume for the last 24 hours is almost at $100,000. I'm sure by the end of this show, we'll probably break $100,000 in volume. We have only done this as far as volume for the day, I think maybe 1 or 2 times, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know if we've broken the 100,000 mark. I really don't. I know we've gotten really close, but one thing I was telling Ricky was that I was expecting kind of this movement for right now, just because not unfortunately, but fortunately, we moved up so fast. We moved up quick, fast. A lot of people have been buying and sitting around this bottom. They were going to take profits, right? They were going to take profits, but what I am liking and what I'm seeing is that we haven't obviously dropped back down to those levels. We are holding some solid levels right now. Liquidity doesn't look bad. Our market cap is above 100,000. So hopefully we can start generating more buys coming in, and we can start moving towards the upside again. And I think this time around, remember, and everybody else, remember what I was saying about NFK. This is why I was telling you guys I wanted to see us gradually move up, slow and steady, because whenever, and this isn't just for NFK, this is for all projects. If Bitcoin right now ran up to $200,000, we would see a massive run up, and then you would see a run right back down because people would be selling off, taking profit, right? It's rightfully so. It's going to happen. You have a handful of people that are going to just run and take their profits, whether it's $100, whether it's $1,000, and then you're going to have a big chunk of people, which is most of our community, right? That's holding for the long term, right? That's holding for the long term. And I see you guys are like, why are people selling? Because, dude, listen, you can't stop the buys. You can't stop the sells. Obviously, we've talked about this before. It's going to happen. That's why I said, I was expecting this to probably happen, given when I was seeing how fast that we had run up in the last 2 days. I was like, you know what? We're going to see some of these people that were buying in, because we saw people down here, they were buying big bags for cheap, right? Well, they're going to reap all that. They're going to sell off and take their profits, but you better believe that they're going to be buying back in, right? Especially right now when they're looking, they're like, all right, they're probably expecting us to come back down to some of these levels, and we've pretty much bottomed out a lot higher than where we were. So now they're like, all right, they're probably filling the market out, waiting to probably jump in, and start accumulating and us start our upward move towards the upside. But like I said, me personally, if I had my way, I would honestly love for us to just slowly and steadily move up, right? That's what I would like to see. When we have these enormous bursts towards the upside, you're going to see people take profits, right? You're going to see people's portfolios go from $100 to $600 in 5 minutes. They're going to sell. They're not even going to think about it. They're going to just hit sell, and they're probably going to jump back in, right? Eventually, expecting that the price is going to come down. And they're going to keep doing that over and over and over, right? I'm not knocking anybody on making profits, but what I'm saying is that we want to just make sure, we want to see us just naturally continue the growth towards the upside. And I think a slow but sure pace is going to help. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Let me see here. Flip, thank you again, bro, for the $10, bro. I really do appreciate that. And if you have any questions, let me know. Red Rum said, so I invested about 2.5 thousand in Milady. What do you think the cash out potential can be? Well, it depends, Red Rum. Where did you buy in on? I mean, like, what's your price? How much are you holding? Is the question. Jay said it'll look better when NFK is on it. What you talking about, Wes? Let's see here. Red Rum, let me know, like, how much do you hold? That'll be a better way for me to kind of indicate, maybe a good little spot to cash out. Obviously not financial advice. Let's see here. Okay, so you guys are asking about the Discord. Let me send the link to the Discord. All right, I just put the link in the Discord. Let's see here. So it's, make sure you jump in there. Obviously, jump in the Discord, bro, because if you have any questions or anything like that, I mean, this is how you directly can contact myself and the whole community, bro. They were actually asking about you guys yesterday. We didn't know if you guys were technically in the Discord or not. So make sure you guys join. Obviously, it's free. So let's see here. It'll look better. I'm so jelly that you became a whale in one day. Let's see here. Well, at least you ain't got to worry about some. I hear you. Diggy said. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat here. I pinned the. Oh, wait. Did I unpill this? Pinned the wrong damn thing. All right, let's jump in here, and I'll pin the Discord here in a second. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say about our project. Sorry, I was thinking about something. Cheers, guys. Cheers to the whole No FUD Koala community here. Jay said NFK snapback. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I actually I'm in the works. Like I said, guys, we're going a different route with our merchandise. I'm just going to be, I'm going to drop it on the YouTube page for our merch. So it's going to be No FUD, and then it's also going to be for NFK. So obviously No FUD, the YouTube channel. I'm going to have my emblem on there as well for like snapbacks and shirts and stuff like that. And then also we're going to have NFK merch as well directly on the YouTube page. So you guys can look out for that in the next like week. I just have to notify YouTube and add it on to the page. So we'll get that taken care of. Flip said, check out Billy. Let's check out Billy, bro. Looks like it's up 47%. Nice. Look at that, Flip. What did I tell you, bro? As long as it stays above that 236, dude, it's gonna keep doing this. It's crazy. This project honestly is impressive because it has been just, I mean, like, obviously you've seen somewhat of a cool off at some periods, but I mean, this thing just continues to make new highs. It continues to stay in that bullish zone where, like I said, like all I did was move the trend line up. It technically has been respecting the trend, staying above this 236. You know, very, very bullish. So same thing like I always say, Flip. As long as this stays above the 236, and that's going to be around your 9-cent mark, right around that 10-cent mark, that's going to be the bottom, right, for us to stay bullish. Obviously, it could slightly break below, come back down and retest the 382, which would be around the 8-cent, and I still would consider it bullish. But what I'm saying is if it can stay above the 10-cent mark, this thing is going to continue to literally continue to daily make new highs every day. Now, you have to remember, Flip, it is going to find a spot where it's going to hit his head, right? Everything does that, you know, as far as it being bullish and on a run. So you need to make sure that obviously you're keeping an eye on the charts, but you need to figure out, you know, when is going to be a good time for you to start taking profits, right? Because I know you're up probably really well. Like I said, I would look out for this 10 mark. Make sure that we're staying above it. If it starts to look like we're breaking below the 10, that might be a time for you to maybe start, you know, planning on some kind of a reposition, you know, if you do break that 10-cent mark. Or if you just start ripping, I mean, I know you don't want to miss out on gains, but like I said, with these projects, they're only going to run for so long, and then they're going to start retracing, you know. And I don't mean like it's going to be over with, but you could see a big retracement where you could sell off somewhere up here and then reposition yourself and buy back in if we come back and retest the 0.5 or the 618. So definitely, you know, look out for that. Thank you again for the $10, the second $10 super chat, bro. I do appreciate that. Splitting some of those gains with me, dude. I appreciate that. Nah, but I hope the project just continues to rip for you, dude. Definitely deserve it, man. I appreciate that. Let me see here. Let me pin this to the top. There we go. All right, guys. So let's just jump right into everything real quick. So looking at the crypto bubbles for the day, you guys can see we're pretty much steady in the green. We do have some bigger bubbles that are in the red, right? We do have, what is this? Bidder sensor? Bidded sensor? I've seen it plenty of times, but I don't know what the hell that is. And then we have Aave that are down, obviously. Lido. But for the most part, you guys can see the markets right now. They're not running like crazy, but you can see the majority of them are sitting at around that 3 to 5%. Beam technically is up. And what's crazy is you've been seeing Beam. Beam has been running recently, and Gala, I'm not going to say Gala hasn't been running, but Gala's really been hanging back. Beam and Gala are on an epic battle, right? They both are these big gaming platforms. Gala was the bigger platform. Obviously, Beam wasn't around back in 2021. Beam's come through, and I think it's really sticking it to Gala in regards to just trying to make a name for itself and really build up there. Market cap is literally at 900, and look at the market cap for Gala. It's 878. So Beam technically has overthrown Gala as far as gaming platforms for right now. So Flip, I appreciate it, dude. Same to you, man. Shazan, what's going on, bro? Glad you're able to make it. I know you usually jump in after the fact. Anything else pumping today? Anything going on? Solana looks like it's honestly the biggest mover. Ladies is technically up about 4% for today. You guys can see yesterday we were struggling to break above the 200-day, right? We have the 200-day moving average right here. You guys can see since then we have technically broke above the 200-day, but I'm not necessarily sold on this breakout above the 200-day. Let me just see here. I want to zoom in a little bit. And let me get rid of these ribbons. So you guys can see this is going to be our 200-day. We have broke above and we keep breaking below, right? What I want to see for Milady particularly is going to be, I want to see us find that support above this 200-day like it looks like it's trying to for right now. We definitely need to find that support, stay above here, and that'll be the kind of like the first thing for us as far as on our way towards the upside. Me technically, and I know Red Rum doesn't want to hear this, but I am kind of hoping, I'm not going to say hope, right? Because we're investors, we're not really hoping, but I'm kind of waiting for Milady to possibly break down. I want to see us go down towards that 10 mark briefly, because I'm trying, I know it sounds greedy, but I'm trying to get a big bag of Milady, and I don't want to buy where she's at right now or add. I want to see some kind of a breakdown towards this 10 mark. Is it going to happen? It doesn't look like it, but I can hope for it, right? I can definitely hope for it. Larry said, when I hit the Mega Millions, I'm going to make the project fly through Uranus. I put $1 million in watch. It's like throwing blood out there. It's like throwing blood out there with some of these people. Yes, make sure you guys slap those likes. What are we looking at right now? 14 likes? Come on. We got 23 people in here. Let's go, guys. Looks like Mog is finally starting to cool down a little bit. Where's Gina at? Mog is still looking good. Broke below the 236, right? Broke below the 236, but you can see that she has kind of broken down a little bit. You know, I wouldn't be too worried about Mog as of now. Honestly, you know, given, you know, that the whole market right now is kind of, Mog's kind of, you know, mimicking what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum technically is down slightly for right now. So, you know, Mog is probably just playing suit with it, but you can see it's still sitting, hovering right below that 236. So I would say for Mog right now, doesn't look terrible. We did form some kind of an M pattern, which obviously was the indicator that we were going to be coming down. Mog needs to break above this 236, obviously, to stay bullish, and that's going to be around that 16.4, 16.5 area for Mog, but doesn't look bad at all. What's Milady's market cap looking like right now? 108 million, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Bro, I know a lot of you guys probably don't know anything about this, but mShare. mShare, this was an OG project that was on Cronos, right? Back in 2021, this project got all the way up to like $10,000 per mShare. There's only 1 million in circulation. The market cap got up to like $1 billion. Bro, look at this project today. It freaking crashed. Absolutely crazy. Today is a rough day for Cronos. I'm telling you guys, this is an OG project right here that's affiliated with MMF Finance. Kind of a little questionable, but they broke down like crazy, and you can see they literally crashed today. Absolutely insane. And not just them, but if you guys are familiar with MMF was like it was the biggest swap on Cronos, and you guys can see all their projects that are affiliated with MMF today crashed, that are down like crazy. Mad Meerkat down almost 80%. Let me see here. G-Share, which I don't know anything about that project, but I'm pretty sure it's just like, oh, actually, no, not even, well, no, not even that. But what I'm getting to is pretty much Savannah Token, which Savannah Tokens was the project that you would get if you staked your mShare, you would get Savannah Token. This project, when mShare was at like, you know, multi-$1,000s per mShare, you would stake your mShare, right? And you would get back Savannah Token. You would get back hundreds of Savannah Token a day, right? Savannah Token actually ran during the bull run over $1. So people that had like $25,000 in mShare were getting back like 500 Savannah a day. bro, at a certain time for like a solid few months, Savannah was at like $1.30, $1.40, something crazy. People were making, just having their money staked in M-Share, were making $500, $1,000 a day off of just staking their M-Share. Absolutely crazy. And what's nuts is that it actually crashed finally. It crashed finally. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys are familiar with Cronos, it's a sad day today that happened. It really is. It's a sad day. And what's crazy is it's just, they weren't able to compete with all the new projects that are on Cronos. They aren't able to compete. And another thing too is Cronos, the 24-hour volume is down like crazy. Only at $4.7 million. We're getting back to those numbers, guys, where I've been saying that let me move my face up here. I just realized that the emblem's in my face. There we go. I've been saying that for Cronos, we need to, not us, it's not really us, but Cronos really needs to figure out how they're going to bring more investors like Call, projects like Call, Mary, and a few other handfuls. They need to get it livelier again, because the ecosystem is starting to dwindle down again. You go back a few months ago and Cronos was at 20, 30, 40 million dollars a day. It is down to $4 million in volume, meaning not a lot of money is coming in, because if you really look at the volume for today, the top is Call with 600,000, Wrap Crow, right? And then you have MMF that's at 300,000. And you can see MMF, like I told you guys, MMF has crashed today. It's down 28% for today. MMF is trading at a fraction of a penny, right? A fraction of a penny. MMF got up to like, I think it was like I don't remember what it was. It was like $2 or $3, or maybe it was $1 back in 2021. If you guys know, right? It was a good time to be around, because people were making so much money off of MMF. Look at this. Look how much MMF has crashed. Yeah, it got up to $1.82 at back in 2021. This was DeFi season, guys. This is when DeFi season kicked in. This is back. I mean, you go back. This is actually in 22 when the market already crashed. But for whatever reason, Cronos was still running. But back in late 2021, 2022, DeFi season was still fully in effect. And Cronos was absolutely ripping. In some of these projects where you see the market cap's only at 2 million, MMF was at $1 billion. Was literally at $1 billion. Absolutely crazy. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is when we get into DeFi season, it's going to be Solana this year. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be absolutely epic. I think NFK is going to bring in so many new investors, and so much money is going to be flying in. Obviously, with DeFi season, but because Solana itself, the ecosystem, is just such a hot commodity that so many people are going to be just flooding into the ecosystem. So Gene said, what's my price prediction for Bitcoin in July? So that's a good question, bro, because I've been seeing, and we're going to look at a couple articles here in a second, but Bitcoin, historically speaking, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I was looking at it, usually July is bullish for the most part for Bitcoin, right? What am I expecting? Well, there's going to be a couple things here that's going to have to take into place. Obviously, we're going to need to see, we have the job reports coming out on Friday. That's going to be the first thing that we're going to want to see go in our favor. We want to see unemployment, obviously, unfortunately, go up, right? And then we need to see some talk as far as Jerome Powell speaking about easing interest rates. I think that's going to be a big thing. Ethereum ETF going into effect. That's going to be another thing. It's going to actually affect Bitcoin as well. But a couple other things like that could be possibly coming in this month. Stuff like that could easily bring us right back up towards that $70,000 mark. So what are my predictions? As of now, it's kind of hard to read, because, we're at this middle point right now where we obviously just came off of 2 weeks of us coming down like crazy, right? You can see the trend. We broke out of the trend, but you can see as of the last few days, we're kind of right back down. We're not necessarily under the trend, but we're like right there. So I do think that we're going to probably see some kind of movement here. Is it going to be up, towards the down? If I had to really bet right now, I would think that we're going to end July off in a bullish stance. I really do. I think last month was probably, one of those months where we ended in the red. I think July is going to be one of those months where we end in the green. Where could we be? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I think even if we were able to just get anywhere near around that 69,000 mark, like I always tell you guys, that's a pivotal spot, that 69,000, because that's our previous all-time high. We still, to this day, have not really found that solid support at 69,000. That's going to be a big spot that we need to break to, and I wouldn't be surprised if we at least come back and retest it a few times during July, which would bring us up, right? Because we're only at 61,000 right now, so us coming up to 69,000 would be a solid move, and something like that, how Solana's pumping right now, would move Solana up like crazy. Ethereum, we're literally a few days away from possibly Ethereum trading live for ETFs. That's another thing, right? Bitcoin starts running, Ethereum ETFs are live. That's a whole nother thing. Like I said, all these little things that we have that we already know, all they need to do is basically just go into place, and we're going to see the market start running up. We're not far, and I've been telling you guys this, even as we've been coming down, we're honestly not far from the markets just retracing and getting right back up towards those $70,000 marks. So, like I keep telling you guys, I've been telling you guys, just have patience. Ben said I gave my order for NFK merch, so do I just wait for YouTube links now? Ben, did you pay for your order, dude? If you did, don't worry, we'll get you taken care of. What I'll do is I'll have to work something out, because like I said, we're not going to use. He was trying to use a different source, but I don't want to use that source. I want to make it easy so you don't have to order through him. You can technically order straight. You'll have the catalog. You have the link right here whenever we do have it on the YouTube. It's going to be right here, so you can kind of go through it and do your order yourself. Pay for whatever you want to get. Yeah, don't. Then if you didn't pay for anything, Ben, I already told you guys, do not send any orders to Jer. We're not going that direction. We're going to be doing it on YouTube. So it'll be easier like that. Shazan said, "Yo, can anyone gift me a membership and I will send you NFK in return, $5. Shazan, it doesn't work. Trust me, I wish you could sit here and do stuff like that, but unfortunately, I don't even have the power to give out I can't even give out free memberships. But if anybody gifts memberships, it's random. It's all random. So, let's jump into some things here, guys. So, Bitcoin traders position for bullish July. We were just talking about this, as Bitcoin's ETF records 124 million inflows. So Bitcoin has a median return of 9.6% in July and tends to bounce back strongly. Like I was telling you guys, if you look at historically speaking, the charts, July, not every July. July. I'm thinking not every July, but a lot of times with July, we usually end up being pretty strong and bouncing back. So since April, Bitcoin's price has ranged between 59,000 and 74,000, but its historical trends suggest a potential bullish July. Seasonal cycles such as profit taken around tax season in April and May and increased demand in December can influence cryptocurrency prices and leading to predictable changes. Oh crap, look at that. It's gifted Shazan. How'd you do that, bro? Were you able to actually gift him? You just literally just like debunked everything I just said. Were you able to like you just sent him a membership? Old said, nah, Bitcoin's going to start moving because I moved 90% of my position to Caspa. It feels like that, right? It really does. It feels like someone's sitting there like, all right, Old just moved all of his funds. All right, pump it. Let's go pump it now. All right, so listen, Shazan, he can't send you a you're gonna have to do that over in Discord. YouTube won't let him send his wallet over YouTube. You can try, but it won't come up. So Bitcoin bulls may have reason to cheer in the coming weeks as possible seasonal cycles boost prices of the largest cryptocurrency after months of declines and range-bound trading. Bitcoin has traded between 59,000 and 74,000 since April, weighed down by billions in sales, upcoming sell pressures, outflows, and from exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and peak negative sentiment among retail traders. So, but a historical bullish month of July could soon change that. The first day of this month saw U.S. listed ETFs record nearly 130 million in inflows, their highest since early June, after more than 900 million in outflows over in the month. Bitcoin has a median return of 9.6% in July and tends to bounce back strongly, especially after a negative June, which was down 9.85%. Our options desk also saw flows positioned from an upside move last Friday into a month-end, possibly an anticipated of the Ethereum spot ETF launch. Like I said, that's going to be a big thing. I honestly think it's going to come out at the perfect time too, because right now the markets are we're moving, trying to move up, but you can see it's still like, it's just like right now, if you look at our fear, let's see, our fear to greed index, you can see we're like literally right in the middle, right? And that can explain the charts right now. We're right in the middle. We're kind of like, we want to get bullish, but we're not there, right? We're like literally right in the middle, which shows half the market is bullish, the other half is bearish, right? I mean, that literally can't explain it any way better than just like that. Like, I'm literally the fear and the greed index is literally right there, smack in the middle. So, our options desk also saw flows positioning for an upside move last Friday into the month end, possibly in anticipation. Oh yeah, we just read that. Over the last decade, Bitcoin has gained by an average of more than 11% in July. It's my daughter calling. With 7 out of 10 months showing positive returns. Crypto Fund said in 2023 report that July returns from 2019 to 2022 have been around 27%, 20%, and 24% respectively. Seasonally is the tendency of an asset to experience regular and predictable changes that reoccur every calendar year. While it may look random, possible reasons range from profit taken around tax season in April and May, which causes drawdowns, to a generally bullish Santa Claus rally in December, a sign of an increased demand. So pretty much just what it's saying is that, July, historically speaking, if you looked at all the Julys from all the way from back to 2011, they're mostly in the green, right? We've had times where we're in a bear market and the Julys are absolutely brutal, but we're not in those situations now. So, with that being said, they're anticipating, looking at previous times that we've been in that are similar, it's usually ends up being a good month. So, and it kind of feels like we're literally at the beginning stages of having a good month. And that's why I tell you guys, and I tell you guys all the time, when we are down, it sucks, right? There's nothing we can do about it other than, right? There's one thing we can do about it, and that's to take advantage of those dips if you're able to, and just, keep accumulating on whatever you're bullish on, whatever the case may be. New projects that you're already in, bring your average down, keep adding to your bag. That's the only thing that we can do, right? And like I said, I understand it stinks, especially if you're in the red and you're like, bro, my portfolio is down. It's all about what you do during these dips, right? It's all about what you do before we go crazy and we rally. You don't want to be those people that are going to come flowing into this ecosystem, right? Flowing into the crypto market in a month, 2 months, 6 months down the road when Bitcoin's at 100,000. You don't want to be those people. You don't want to be adding. You want to add now. You want to add now while we are down, right? I know it sucks. Trust me, it's hard. You're sitting here and you're like, should I buy? No, I'm going to wait. Should I buy? No, I'm in the red. it's gonna end up eating you up in the long term, because, like I said, when we do rally, whether it's a month down the road, a year down the road, you're gonna be looking back and you'll be like, damn, you're gonna be looking at the prices that we're at right now for a lot of these projects, and you're gonna be like, I should have taken advantage of it, right? And I'm telling you guys from experience, it's happened plenty of times. And like I said, you do not want to be those people that are buying while we're flying up and we're up hundreds of percent. Because, yeah, you might, end up making some money on that, but you're missing out on all those profits that you could be taking advantage of right now, right? So it said I randomly gifted him. That's crazy, bro. If you really listen to me, I don't think you guys understand. So right now I have over 6,000, 6,200 subscribers right now, right? Shout out to all you guys that are subscribed. You understand, it doesn't even matter about the people that are actually in the live stream right now. When you gift a membership, it could go to any one of those people. How the hell did you just gift that? And it literally went to him when he was just asking. That's a little fishy. Are you from the future? Are you working for YouTube? What's going on, bro? We have some questions for you, dude. Seriously. No, that's a little sus right there, bro. The odds of that are like, the odds of that are like freaking like 0.00001%. Like, that's craziness right there. If you really, that's why I was like, you had to I didn't know you could directly, give people memberships. So that, bro, that right there, if that's true, I'm freaking blown away that happened. Something's going on. YouTube, they do watch these videos. Trust me. They're waiting for me to put something on here so they can hit me with copyright, and I'm not going to do it. You're not getting me this time, YouTube. He said, yes, I'm a time traveler and my weed speaks to me. There we go. It's the ganja, bro. It's the ganja. Old said, yeah, I really do think all the institutional investments over the past year are really going to make it just go ba-boom. Just catching up on the chat. Ricky said, that's my son, bro. He's a lucky guy just for that. I don't know, bro. Ricky, you and your son, bro, y'all, I don't know what's going on, bro. You guys have been ringing bells in the community as of the last few days. So, Ricky, we were saying I pinned the Discord on the top. We would love for you guys to join the Discord, bro. Just because I mean, it's up to you guys. It's free. I know not a lot of people use Discord, but you can download it. It's pretty much, we have our own no FUD community on Discord. You can join it, and like I said, it's a direct connection to myself. And also, if you have any questions or just staying on top of everything with the channel and the project as well, it's a good way for all of us to kind of stay as a unit. And we're real good at if anybody comes in there, any bad actors, they get kicked out immediately. So Gina said, Crip, I want to buy some more Win. And Mog, what's your opinion? So Gina said, I want to buy some more Win. You want to buy some more Win? Like, what are you talking about? When are you going to do it? What are you talking about, Gina? You said you want to buy some more Win. You didn't finish your statement. You want to buy some more Win? I'm just kidding. Gina, I got to stop. They told me, they're like, bro, your jokes are corny. This is what someone was telling me, guys. They said my jokes are corny, and if I can please stop saying my jokes. So I was like, all right, bro. But it's hard. It really is hard because they come from here. They come from inside, and I really try to, just bring some humor into the channel. So, see, it's like he laughed, so I'll take it. We can't always be so serious, right? There we go. Gina said she loves my jokes. Well, there we go. There we go. Oh, you already know, bro. The channel honestly is, bro. It's something I honestly do appreciate you guys being here. It's a passion. It really is. Let's bring up Win. Let's check it out. This is Gina's little hidden gem right here. So Gina, you're saying that you're thinking about adding to your bag for a win, and she's asking when would be a good time. You guys catch that? She's asking when would be a good time to buy win. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. All right. So yeah, Flip said I like when, bro. Honestly, like Gina brought it up. I remember when it came out. You know, it's a Solana based meme coin, right? And I was like, you know, like it's. I remember it. Kind of forgot about it, you know. But then Gina started bringing it back up on our members only stream, and I started looking into it. And I'm like, hold on, bro, or broette. I'm like, the market cap's only at $94 million. At the time, it was at like 100. But I was like, dude, this thing is trading on like a lot of major platforms like Kraken, Gate.io, KuCoin, Bygit. You know, it's on a lot of major exchanges right now. This could be a hidden gem, some potential for this thing to really start running. You know, whenever, or maybe have some really solid gains when we get into the thick of the bull run. So Gina's question is, she's looking to add to her bag, and she's asking, in my opinion, not financial advice, when would be a good time for her to add? And honestly, Gina, you know, I remember in the members only, I did put this spot as some support right here at this 88, right? Obviously, you can see we've bounced off this spot before, and anything that's, if anybody has been able to buy below this spot, has obviously been a beautiful, you know, a good position to jump in on, right? Well, I don't know if you're going to necessarily hit that spot. No diddy on that one. But as far as breaking below this 88, I think it's going to be a big, you know, the markets would need to dump basically for you to get to that. I mean, that's a 30% drop from where it's at right now. So to be honest, you know, what I would say is, in my opinion, right now is not a terrible time to just be dollar cost averaging in. You're below your 786, right? 786 right here is at the 15. You're below the 786. You can see you bounce off this spot that we have as support. You came up, hit your head at the 786, and now you've done somewhat of a nice little curl towards the downside. I'm not anticipating that this is going to come right back down here and retest it. It could, right? It very well could. I would hate to say I would wait to see if it comes down here, and maybe it comes down halfway and then it just starts ripping, right? So in my opinion, given the market cap as well at only $94 million, not a bad time, honestly, to just continue to just dollar cost average in if this is a long-term play, you know? So like I said, it has a lot of things going for it. On top of it already being on a lot of major exchanges, you have to remember too, this isn't a Solana-based project. So Solana, ETFs, I mean, this all could play out towards, you know, a big play for win, honestly. And this doesn't just go for win. This also is for Myro. Myro right now has been consolidating like crazy around that, right under that 14 cent mark. That's another one that you guys know. I'm very bullish on Myro, right? Very bullish on Myro. And same thing. You know, Myro's traded on a lot of major exchanges. Obviously, it's a Solana-based project. Solana's ETFs, we don't know, obviously, if and when it's going to happen, but Solana's been pumping like crazy. And you better believe if and when Solana does get that ETF approved, because we know it's going to happen, we just don't know how the time frame. When that happens, you're going to see a lot of these projects absolutely go berserk, like Dog with Hat, BONK. Right? We can go down the list. A lot of these projects, especially the bigger OG meme coins from this season, are going to absolutely rip. And I think Win will probably do the same thing as well, because it is based in those same category, because Win really came out when Dog with Hat came out, when BONK came out, you know, so. So everybody likes the dad jokes. All right. Rosales, what's going on, buddy? Rosales said Solana's on fire. It is. Everybody's got the win jokes. Donna, what's going on? It said they say buying crypto every week outperforms those who try to time the market. I agree. I really do. I would say though, I think with that, you can set that up like on the exchanges, right? You can just set it up a reoccurring buy is what they would call it. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. But I will say that if you just monitor the markets and let's say you just do the buys on yourself, right? Instead of doing that reoccurring, just set it up. You might be able to find little better times to buy in throughout that week, right? Because obviously, how the markets fluctuate. Maybe let's say you have it set up like you bought in on Monday, right? There was a dip. You bought in on Monday. The markets kind of are doing all right. And then maybe on Thursday, the market takes a nice dip. Instead of you having that reoccurrence every Monday and missing that dip, you buy in, you know what I'm saying? So basically on Thursday and eat up the dip. It hasn't been a full week, but you were able to take advantage of the dips. So I would agree with you, but I would take it up a notch and say, honestly, if you were able to just buy days that are in the red, I think that would play off probably the best in the long term, right? And have patience. Overcome, what's going on, bro? It said, I'm a dad. My dad is a dad. So yeah, we like dad jokes. I'm not lying. Someone literally was in here like 2 months ago. They're like, Crip, bro, your jokes are corny, dude. They're like, just stop. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, damn. Who peed in your Cheerios, bro? I was like, all right. But I didn't stop those jokes. I actually, that show, I just kept just rolling them out. Just rolling them out. Never saw that guy again. Never saw that guy again. He probably was like, man, I'm done. I can't do this. I can't play that tough act all day, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, so let's jump right back into some seriousness. So, in light of the job reports coming out on Friday, right? I don't know exactly. I mean, we saw the forecasts, obviously, for the job reports. I'll pull it up. The forecast for this Friday, which is the 5th, is technically 4%, right? The last job reports that came out was 4%. They're anticipating that we're going to have 190,000 jobs that were technically created, right? Which is down from the previous. That would be great, right? Because we want to see less jobs being created, meaning more jobs out there that are available, technically. And we want to see unemployment going up, unfortunately, right? I understand, if it happens to somebody, like losing your job is not fun, right? But us looking as investors for the market, for interest rates, we want to see job reports. We want to see the unemployment technically move up, right? That's what the feds are looking for an ease. And if you jump over here to the, these are going to be investors' predictions and stuff like that for the meeting that we have coming up in less than a month from now. If you guys remember, I'm sure you probably don't, but this was at 99% for July's meeting, right? At the end of July, we're going to have a meeting basically at the end of this month. It was at 99% a week ago. Look, it's already shifted 7-8% in the last few days, calling for some kind of a Fed ease. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the Feds are going to reduce rates on this time around. But, and this is my first time looking at it, I'm looking at it with you guys. You guys know I've been calling for September. Look at September's. 63.4% of the market is calling for some kind of a 0.25 to a half a percent decrease in interest rates. So, with that being said, I've already said I still do believe. I'm really starting to honestly say, all right, it looks like it's going to be September. Obviously, we won't know until it actually happens, but with the markets pricing it in, this could be a big thing, and this could kind of give us that picture of when we can start seeing the markets, if they're not already, really start running up. Because with the Feds reducing interest rates, it is going to cause, I don't think it's going to cause Bitcoin to run from 60,000 to 100,000 overnight, but it's going to be something that's just added to our arsenal, on top of the Ethereum ETF, on top of the Solana ETF, on top of inflows for Bitcoin's ETF, on top of just all kinds of stuff that we've already have, that we have every freaking day that keeps coming out that's very bullish. This is going to be just something else that we had that we technically were anticipating. If you guys remember, if you've been here since last year, if you guys remember, we were coming into New Year's and we were talking about everything that we had to look forward to for 2024, and this was a big thing. The Feds were supposed to reduce rates already, and they kept kicking the can down the road, or kicking the can down the street, however you want to, portray it, because the CPI reports and interest kind of started to blimp back up. Well, in the last 2 CPI reports, we've been coming down. We've been coming down pretty fast too. Unemployment's been coming up. We have unemployment rates numbers coming out this Friday. We want to see them, in our favor. I'm thinking it's going to be September, guys. I really do. And I'm anticipating with that job reports coming out, if it does come in our favor, we're probably going to see this 63% start moving up towards around 75%. And then not even taking into consideration that over 5% are calling for some kind of a half to a 0.75%, almost a whole percent decrease in interest rates. I don't see that happening anytime soon. When the Feds start reducing rates, it's going to be at 0.25%. Mark my words. Mark my words, it's going to be at 0.25%, because the last thing they want to do is start just hitting the gas on reducing rates, and then inflation starts spiking up again, and then they have to, reverse what they're doing. That's going to do nothing but screw the markets up. That will literally derail us from being in a bull market, and then it'll also mess up the economy as well. Remember, Jerome Powell has a thin line where he's trying to make sure the economy stays afloat, make sure that the markets aren't rallying too much, and also bring down inflation and stop people from buying just out there spending recklessly, right? That we've seen in the last few years, which has caused the inflation, right? So real quick, guys, welcome to everybody that just jumped in. Make sure you guys slap those likes. We are at around a little over 30 people here, and we have 25 likes, so we're not far from slapping all the likes. Make sure you slap those likes. Slap it like she owes you money or something like that, right? Not condoning violence. I'm just saying, just an analogy. Just hit it. Just hit the like. All right, it takes a second. Ricky said, "Yep, I bought Ethereum reoccurring buys for 2 years. Then I put it all into meme coins. Not a bad move, bro. Ricky, I always say to diversify, right? You want to make sure, and I mean, you do what you got to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, me personally, what I like to do is I like to have a broad baseline of different ranges of cryptos, right? So I want to have my bigger market cap projects like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, stuff like that. I will hold at least one of those to give my portfolio some stability, right? I will have mid-cap coins, which are somewhere under $1 billion, but somewhere around that $500 to $1 billion market cap. Those will give some stability, but also give you that potential for those nice 2 to 5x in returns when we go on a run. And then I will have a solid position on low cap meme coins and low cap projects that I consider like hidden gems that have that potential to either go to zero or go to freaking 100 or 1,000x, right? But I want to have a diversified portfolio because in the event of, anything, right, you want to just kind of be baseline. If we have a downward move in the market, those big cap coins will at least kind of hold you afloat. If you're holding straight, meme coins, then we have a dip in the market. Your portfolio is going to be hit considerably larger than, someone that's holding like just strictly Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin, a bad day for Bitcoin is down 5%. A bad day for a meme coin, we've seen it for Milady in a day, down 50, 60%, right? So that's why you want to have kind of that broad base. Or if you like to live on the edge and you're like, screw it, bro, I'm buying the dips, I'm eating it with the chips, and I'm holding straight meme coins. Hey, I'm not going to judge you, bro. I'm not going to judge you. Been there and done that, right? I've been there and done that. Someone saying, call. What's going on with call? What is going on with call, bro? Well, I did call this. You get it? I did call it. I'm just going to stop, guys. Oh, my bad. It's hard. It really is hard. It's hard. But I did call it. I said, guys, listen, we've seen this before where they get added onto an exchange, which is great. Much respect for the project. You guys know long-term I'm bullish on call. But historically speaking, this was like a week ago when we were running and everybody was talking about Gate.io, them getting dropped on Gate.io. I said, guys, listen, if we do go on a nice run and you're holding on to call, don't get greedy. Take your profits because historically speaking, we know what happens. And, it almost pretty much played out like we've already spoke about. We had a nice run. It didn't break above the level that I said. If it breaks above this 96 area right here, that's going to be where I say, listen, they're going to probably be running up towards all-time highs, at least retesting it. We have not broke above it, right? It was a nice run, but we got rejected pretty much right at that line. And you can see we have started a trend again towards the downside. Now, like I said, and I want to make sure that I'm very clear, I am bullish on call. I am bullish on call. I'm long-term bullish on call. I think call, it already is the biggest meme coin on Cronos. I think it's going to do absolutely great when we get into DeFi season. I mean, it really doesn't have much competition, right? So, me personally, I am waiting for a good position to get back in on call, and I just want to have a solid bag of call. I really do. I want to have just a solid bag and just hold on to it long-term because I think long-term it's going to do really well. Obviously, with these swings, I feel like what it's doing is it's really messing with people as far as, they're like, all right, this is it. Nope. This is it. Nope. All right, now it's it. We just got dropped on Gate.io. This is it. Nope. We're coming back down. You're going to have some investors that are, they're emotional, right? They're emotional and they're going to be like, bro, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to jump out of call. And that's probably why you're seeing, this downward move, sell pressure on top of people just genuinely buying the rumors, selling the news, right? And you're going to have that all day. You're going to have people that are going to take advantage of those gains, jump in and eat those, 20, 30, 40% gains and then hop out. And guess what they're going to do in a month from now? They're going to do the same exact thing, right, guys? But that's why I say short term, slightly bearish. Long term, I think call is going to do absolutely fantastic. And like I said, doesn't have really any competition on the Cronos ecosystem. We need to see Cronos really get the volume, to jump up. We need to see more development on the ecosystem, which would technically mean competition for call. But I think in the long run, it'll do really well. Just bringing in, the money, the volume. We need more investors. We need more projects built on Cronos that are equivalent to call, right? When call came out, everything else started let me retract that. When call came out, it brought in a bunch of meme coins, right? Think about it. Call was technically, it came out 5 months ago, and then after that, that's when you saw the explosion in in Cronos, and you saw all these meme coins coming out. Prior to call, there was nothing since 2021. When or the end of maybe the beginning of 2022, whenever DeFi season finally died out, there was nothing. Corgi AI was the only and last thing that really came out that did really well. And then you can see Corgi kind of did really well, and it really just went dormant, So since call came out, it brought a lot of eyes into Cronos, brought the volume, brought a lot of projects to build onto Cronos again. And, that's what they need to continue if they want to, not just for call, but just for Cronos itself. If you're a big Cronos, trader for their DeFi, which I always say, if you're fairly new to DeFi, I feel like Cronos is a safer ecosystem for you to kind of get your feet wet versus jumping right in with the wolves on Solana. If you're not familiar with DeFi and you try to jump in on Solana, you're going to get freaking chewed up and spit out. No pun intended, but you will get your ass handed to in Solana for the most part. I feel like with Cronos, it's a slower pace, and there still is, rug pulls and all that good stuff. There's always going to be rug pulls on every DeFi ecosystem, but they're slower and far in between, so I feel like you can really learn, how to kind of, go as far as doing swaps and all that good stuff on Cronos. So if you're out there and you're trying to learn DeFi and Solana or Ethereum seem a little intimidating, try to download a crypto.com DeFi wallet, and I would start from there, small money, and do trading on there and see how it works. So what's this right here? Corgi AI. Look at this. Corgi AI cats. They're running marketing too. Oh, it's been out for 14 days. Nice. Where's our boy? Our boy Justin has not been around. He was the one that was calling out all the plays for a while, and I haven't seen him. Justin, where you at, bro? You're supposed to be our Cronos guy. Doesn't look bad. It's up 45%. I don't know if I'd buy in right this second, but definitely looks bullish. Liquidity's not too bad. Market cap's still under $100 million. Welcome to Corgi AI Cats. Embrace the future with Corgi team aligned with enthusiasts seeking a strong community and promising investment opportunities. Your trusted crypto coin offering transparency and community support for those seeking a secure investment and growing community. I feel so good. Let me buy. Just kidding. Nice. So they're obviously affiliated with Corgi AI. It's like, are they like some kind of NFT? Possibly. How are we looking on likes, guys? Not too bad. Good job, guys. I appreciate that. Rosala said every 10 likes dance. I should do something like that, right? Or maybe I'll start. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I ain't doing something like that. You guys would have to start tipping for that. Just kidding. 5 people just left, probably like, oh hell no, I ain't doing this. It's supposed to be crypto, bro. Let's see here. Ricky said the risk you don't take could be the biggest missed opportunity. My boy's coming with those bangers right there. Gina in the house. I think Corgi AI is a sleeper, but in the bull run, maybe we'll start running. I agree. Listen, I don't think Corgi AI is like, just because I'm speaking on numbers wise, that call is bigger than Corgi, right? But I still think that Corgi is going to be definitely a good continue to be a good project in Cronos. All right, bro. My boy said he's got to go feed his chickens. My boy's got a farm. He's a freaking NFK whale. He's out there doing stuff, He's out there doing stuff. So tomorrow, guys, I did get word. So I am actually going to have tomorrow. We're going to have an early stream tomorrow. Not like early in the morning, but it's probably going to be earlier than we normally do. So just look out for that. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys can get those alerts. You don't have to go searching for the videos or anything like that. So tomorrow we will have an earlier video in regards to that. And then also Friday, I'm just giving you guys, the little rundown. But Friday, when the numbers come out, as far as job reports, we will be live streaming that as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys don't have to search for the video and it'll just pop up. No FUD is live, so you guys can just jump right in. So just doing a quick recap on what we got going on. So Bitcoin right now is still hovering around that 62,000. Not expecting too much as of today, right? We'll have to see how it plays out, as far as the week. We might have some dullness up until the job reports coming on Friday. We do have a holiday in the States on Thursday, I believe it is. Yeah, Thursday, 4th of July. So, the markets will be closed. So I'm expecting for the most part that we're going to probably just have a dull week. Maybe we might see some like little pumps like we did, a day ago, 2 days ago, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. Hopefully I'm wrong and Solana's running up to $200, right? But as of now, the way the charts look, just looks like we're kind of going to be just hanging tight for right now, but we'll see how it plays out. Bitcoin, like I said, 62,000. Solana is really the talk of the town right now with the ETFs looming, possibly some kind of more news with them. They're not necessarily like we're going to get news in the next week or two that yes, the SEC accepted, and they're going to, we're going to for sure see the ETFs coming out. We have Ethereum that's going to be dropping their ETFs. I told you guys this a month ago that I got word that it was going to be around the 3rd to the 5th. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Tomorrow obviously is the 3rd. That could drop tomorrow, right? I think we would already kind of got wind of that we were going to see Ethereum ETFs. I think I'm going to sneeze, guys. Hold on. Sorry. I had to be careful. My dog is right under me. I didn't want to sneeze on her. Whew. But like I was saying, as far as the Ethereum ETFs, if we were going to see an ETF drop tomorrow, like go live, I feel like we already would have got word of it, like that it was going to be live tomorrow. So, you never know. We could see that. That could turn the markets, easily in the green tomorrow. But maybe Friday. Maybe Friday might be that banger where we get a good job reports and also we see Ethereum ETFs start running. That could be a big thing for the markets as far as us, just kind of getting back up as far as Bitcoin in the whole market, kind of getting back up. Even if Bitcoin only runs up to 64, 65, it's going to bring that liveliness back into the markets, and that's what we need, right? Not that we've been beat down like crazy in the last few weeks, but we've had some downward moves. We obviously want to see the markets come right back alive and us just start getting that momentum going. So, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys so much for tonight. I really do appreciate that. Make sure you guys have a wonderful night. If you haven't already, make sure you guys do check out our native token, No Foot Koala. We are technically up about 30%. Historically speaking, like I said, guys, right now we are in that buy zone. We're not in a bad spot, just to be accumulating and dollar cost averaging in. Don't worry about those people that are, taking those quick little dollars. Let them go. They're going to be coming back. Don't let them sell and then get in a good price, right? So we need to hold as a community. We're good to go. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, join the Discord. It's a straight link. If you need anything for myself, you can just hit me up in the Discord. Obviously, I'm CryptoFud in the Discord. We have a beautiful community in there that's willing to help with anything you guys need. So other than that, guys, I thank you guys so much. I really do. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Be safe out there. I will see you guys tomorrow on an earlier stream. All right, guys? Other than that, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys later. See ya.